Yes.
Yeah, it's about the storm.
Okay.
We're absolutely committed to freedom of speech and a level playing field, and just a vigorous debate. And hopefully this can be a platform that brings people of divergent political views to exchange those views, and perhaps some minds will be changed one way or the other. And but it's just incredibly important, as you highlight, that the First Amendment is irrelevant if all the media and the government are operating in lockstep. It makes the most important amendment, the one that was most urgently added to the Constitution, moot if you cannot have free and open debate. So Twitter was indeed expensive, but free speech is.
Meantime, Twitter's head of trust and safety telling Reuters that she has resigned from the social media company. Ella Irwin, who was in charge of content moderation, stepped down the same day that Twitter blocked and then unblocked access to an anti-trans documentary. Billionaire Elon Musk has faced criticism for lax protection.
Yes, welcome back. Elon Musk finally responded. According to this article, Daily Wire, What is a Woman documentary flagged as hateful conduct. Head of Twitter Trust and Safety resigns. Like you have seen here, CNN is picking up that same talking point, and that this documentary is not okay for the media. Elon Musk got angry why they censored this, and immediately that was removed. He even shared it, like you've seen here. Families can watch that. When you watch that documentary, you will realize that was just a question. I don't see why this is a big issue. Asking someone what is a woman, getting a response, you will have different people sharing different opinions pertaining to that. I don't know why they had to consider that this is not good. I think I did a video about that last year. We talked about what is a woman documentary, in different reaction clips. It is trending on Twitter simply for the fact that Elon Musk made it clear that Twitter will allow free speech. Just to see, when this documentary was aired, it was flagged as hateful. Immediately, I was told Twitter head of trust and safety had to resign pertaining to this. So you will understand exactly what is happening. If you see a documentary like this, I don't know, they had to attribute that there are two words in that documentary, like being hateful.
Bipartisan agreement is a reminder of what's possible when we act in the best interest of our country. Now, yesterday, as you all know, marked the first day of Pride Month. The Biden-Harris administration joins Americans across the country to celebrate the strength, resilience, and bravery of the LGBTQI plus community and reaffirm our commitment to fight for equality and freedom for all people. The reality is this year has been really scary for our community. People are being treated, threatened, intimidated, and targeted for who they are and who they love. This year alone, more than 600 anti-LGBTQI bills have been filed in state houses across the country, and a significant portion of those bills target transgender youth. As President Biden says, these young people are some of the bravest people he knows, but no one should have to be brave to be themselves. It's why the president has taken historic steps to advance equality for LGBTQI community and protect civil rights. He was proud to sign an executive order directing federal agencies to protect LGBTQI families and youth, support youth mental health, and stop harmful conversion therapy policies. DOJ is actively supporting challenges to state laws that target transgender kids. In light of the Dobbs decision, he took action to protect marriage equality by signing into law the Respect for Marriage Act. And he continues to call on Congress to pass the Equality Act to enshrine civil rights protections for LGBTQI+ Americans in federal law. On behalf of the administration, I will say to the LGBTQ+ community that we see you, we love you, and we will continue to celebrate you not just this month, but every month. We're going to continue to stand alongside you and fight back against these attacks, and we're going to remain focused on advancing equality for all people across the country.
Yes, I keep hearing this every single day that the LGBTQ people are being targeted. I don't see that. I don't know if you see it. The kind of boycott I see on daily basis, it is simply because some usually goes into things like, for example, what we saw with Target. Target has been selling LGBT dresses for, I don't know, for a long time. To celebrate the Pride Month, they decided to go further to bring in these dresses for children, and we even saw satanic dresses. Now people decided that, oh, we need to boycott this company. It has gone woke. I know that it's not the only company. We have about 10 to 15 companies that are currently scrutinizing on these issues of boycott. So when you see Karen standing up here to say they are being targeted, this is a kind of target like saying, I don't want to buy your product again. Sometimes I get speechless.
Meeting doesn't have to call out the transgression. Use your voice so the woman of color in the interview recap doesn't have to ask what their peer meant when they said X. Use your voice. Because whether it's right or not, Allison, there are places that you and I will go where your voice will be heard differently than mine.
Yes, welcome back. It all started like a joke. If you take a look at what is happening now, you realize these people don't want to be like Bud Light. They have been doing this for a very long time. Nobody was talking about it, but when it reached a certain level where they decided to extend this to kids, that is where people are more concerned. It is like they have crossed the red line. So to avoid this, these people are taking measures to prevent what happened to Bud Light, to Target. So when you see these people getting agitated, you should understand why they're doing that. Some of these work corporations are collapsing simply because of some of these little mistakes they're making.
The most harmful things about